Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to set up a video background on your website the right way. And when I say the right way, I mean that it works on most devices, it works properly on Internet Explorer, and it also works on mobile devices properly. So let's get started. I have a blank folder for my project, and inside there I'm going to create an index.html file, and I'm also going to create a style.css file. If we go into our index.html, we just want to set it up with a basic HTML5 boilerplate, and we want to give it a title of video. You can obviously give it whatever title you'd like. We then want to link up the style sheet, so we do link href equals style.css and rel equals style sheet. And we also want to include Bootstrap in our project. So if you go to the Bootstrap homepage and click on Get Started, they have a quick start here which allows us to get the CDN version of the CSS. We'll just copy that and then we'll paste it before our style.css. Now if we look at our project currently, you'll notice that it's just a blank white screen, and that's expected. So let's get started with the creation of the hero image or hero banner. We'll do div id equals hero, and inside there we want to actually create a video. We want to use some video tags to make the video play. So let's do video, and inside the video tag we want to do loop so that the video loops. We want to make it muted because some browsers and some mobile devices don't play videos automatically if they're not muted. So definitely make sure you do muted if you want it to play. Then autoplay, and poster equals nothing right now. Poster is the image that will display if the video doesn't load or if the video can't load or whatever. It's just a replacement. Now inside the video tags we want to do source src equals, and then we're going to do video.mp4, and we will do type equals video/mp4. Now I'm using mp4 only because mp4 is probably the most supported video type, file type for browsers and phones and stuff like that. But you can also add multiple videos if you want to. So it will kind of choose the best one there is. But if you want a fail-safe option, just use mp4. Now I've called it video.mp4. If we refresh the screen, there's still nothing. We want to actually go and get a video. So you can get a video for free from pexels.com. And let's just go and grab that video that I downloaded. We'll click on free download, and we will then drag it into the project folder. And then obviously just rename the video to video.mp4. If we go into our project now and refresh it, we should see the video that's automatically playing, but that's just about it. So now what we want to do is we want to create the functionality of the text and the shadow on top of the video. So let's go ahead and do that. Firstly, what we want to do is underneath the video tags, we want to do div class equals, let's just call it content. And then inside of there, we want to use the Bootstrap class of container. So div class equals container. And that will just keep all of the text contained within the Bootstrap responsive styles. Okay? Now let's go over to our style sheet. We have a hero, we have a video, and we have a content container. And we want the video to be displayed on the bottom layer and content on top. So let's open up our tags in our style sheet. Do hero, position, relative. So everything that is within the hero banner will be relative to the hero banner. Then what we'll do is we'll do hero video, which will target the video component inside the hero container. Height will be 100 VH. Width will be 100%. The background position of the video is going to be absolute, so that we can then have it in different layers. Then we'll do Z index. We'll just give this a Z index of 10. And then we will do object fit cover. And that will make sure the video fits the whole screen. Okay, so if we go back to our video now and refresh it, you should see that the video now covers the whole screen. Let's go back to our index.html, and inside this content container, we want to just type some text. So what we had on our previous, on the video demo I showed you was, welcome to my website, and then H3 was, this is how you do HTML5 backgrounds the right way. Okay, and then let's go back and have a look, refresh it. The text is somewhere down here. We can't even see where it is because the video is taking up the whole screen. So we need to go back into our style.css and create a new style for content. So hero.content, and then we're going to make content have a background of RGBA 000.5, which is basically a see-through div with a 50%, it's see-through 50%. We'll do a height of 100%, width of 100%. We'll give that a Z index of 20, which means that the content will be above the video. As you can see, that's 10 and that's 20. We'll give that a position of absolute. We'll do top 0 and left 0. Now, if we refresh that, we should now see the text on top of the video. And if we go and change this to say 2.5 instead of 5, it will be lighter. You can make it darker as well by, say, doing 0.90, and that will be almost black. So 0.5 is kind of good, a good balance. Then what we want to do is make this text white. So let's go and do hero content H1, color white, font weight is bold, which is 600, and then hero content H3, color white, font weight will be 300, so a bit thinner. And let's refresh that now. So that's great. Now we want to center the text. We can go into our HTML file and do inside the container here, text center. Okay, and now how do we get this text into the middle of the screen? Well, traditionally it was a bit hard to, but now with Flexbox we can do it very, very easily. Bootstrap has Flexbox built in quite easily, so let's just do within the content container here. We want to do deflex, which switches on Flexbox, and then we want to do align items center, and that's actually going to center these items in the middle of the screen. So let's refresh it. There you go. Great. So that's done. As you can see, it's fully responsive, and you know, that's perfect. Problem is that if we go into Internet Explorer, now the dreaded Internet Explorer, unfortunately, people still use Internet Explorer, which is really, really painful. If you're building a website, you want people on any device to be able to look at your website no matter what. And there is a polyfill or just a JavaScript file that we can put on our project which will help Internet Explorer do the same thing. So if we go into Internet Explorer, you'll see it looks like this. Oops, it's not even loading properly. There we go. So you can see that on the left and the right hand side, it's not filling the screen, and that's because if we go to our style sheet, this is what's causing that. So if we take that out and look at it in Chrome, you'll see that it looks the same in Chrome now as well. Internet Explorer doesn't support object fit, and what we can do is get a JavaScript now that will help us do that. So let's go into our browser and we'll look for object fit videos in Google, and you'll notice that the first thing there is object fit videos on GitHub. We want to go into there. We want to look at, we want to grab this file, which is object fit videos.js, go to raw, and copy all of that, okay? Then we want to go into our project and create a new folder called JS, and inside there we want to paste that content and save it as object fit videos.js. We then want to include that file into our project, which will be script source equals JS object fit videos.js, and if we refresh the screen, you'll notice still, oh, actually, because we're in Internet Explorer, that's Chrome, that's why it's working. But if we go into Internet Explorer, it's still not working. We need to then do one more step with Object-Fit videos, which is call the script. Okay, so underneath this script, we want to do script, and then call it, and then close the script. And if we refresh it, you will still notice that it doesn't work properly in Internet Explorer. And this is the last step, I promise. All you need to do now is go into your style sheet and do font family, object fit, cover. That's all you need to do, and that's going to call that polyfill to work in Internet Explorer. Now, if we refresh Internet Explorer now, you'll notice that it works perfectly on Internet Explorer as well. So that comes to the conclusion of our tutorial. I hope that I've answered any of your questions regarding this, and if you do have any questions further, please just send through a comment below and I'll be glad to help you. Thank you very much.